Jefferson and Adams is inescapable. It's very interesting, actually. They start off by really disliking one another and really not being in any way similar. And Adams is a bluff old Tory in some ways, and Jefferson suspects him of being a pawn of the British. And indeed, Adams did propose a ludicrous styling for President Washington. It's in the book. I can't quote it exactly, but it's something like His Presidential Magnificence and Supreme Commander. It's like an El Salvadoran title for General Washington. And Jefferson lampooned and ridiculed this and said, "Mr. President will do fine, thanks." But he thought Adams was a secret Anglo-Maine, as he put it. And this also, of course, licensed Jefferson in taking the view that he did, that it was perfectly all right to be privately aligned with the French Revolution. And they cordially detest one another because of this. I mean, I think the difference, if I could find an encapsulation for it, would be this. If Adams used the word democratic or democratical, he would mean it as an insult, as most people then did. What we might now say, some say ochlocratic, mob rule, is what would be meant by that. It's, as far as I'm aware, until Thomas Paine writes The Rights of Man, the word democratic or democracy is never used in a positive sense. Jefferson was a great admirer of The Rights of Man, and in fact contributed an introduction to its American edition, very much angering Adams by doing so. So that and the argument over France divides them terribly. And Adams doesn't at all like being defeated by Jefferson and doesn't stay for his inauguration, leaves town. Sourpuss. The correspondence goes on later into life, and it becomes rather charming as they get older and as they become the only two real old survivors of the early days. A lot of correspondence about wine. Have you tried this new case of, etc. You know? Are Virginia wines getting any better? All this, a lot of talk about wine. And it's strange enough, it's Adams who encourages Jefferson to do his Bible, his Jefferson Bible. I don't know how many of you know about this, but in retirement he took a copy of the New Testament in one hand and a pair of scissors in the other, and cut out everything from the New Testament that was absurd or evil or wicked or stupid or mythical or contradictory or otherwise otiose, which left him with a very short book, as you can easily imagine, which you can now get, a beautiful edition from the Unitarian Church, in which Jefferson had a slight interest. He had sort of, there were no Reformed Jews in those days, so he thought Unitarianism was the next best thing, and that's my surmise. And Adam